Hi everyone. So yeah, just let me know if you can hear me okay over the music. And yeah, then we'll start off. But yeah, I haven't recorded in a while. But how are you guys? Hi hen and chicken. That's going to be fun to keep straight. Yeah, just let me know if you can hear my mic okay over the music, and then we'll hop into the game. But how are you guys? I feel like I haven't been online in so long. You can hear me? Okay. Okay, everything's good. Okay. You can hear me? Great. Hi Odd. So yeah, I want to say record, but obviously I'm not recording. How am I? I'm going. That's the thing, right? You can say if you ask how it's going, I can just say I'm going. But yeah, I'm still here, still going. How was everyone's holidays and like New Year's and all of that stuff? It's good to see me. Oh, thank you. But yeah, how was everyone's holidays and like New Year's? How was the first like almost 2 weeks of 2024 have like been for you guys? Sometimes going is the only option. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, so if I sound funny, I feel like my voice is going in and out and I don't know why. Probably because I haven't really spoken all that much today. So far so good. I'm glad. But yeah, I haven't really spoken a lot today. So I feel like my voice hasn't like warmed up yet. Your holiday New Year was full of COVID. Oh crap, yeah, I forgot about that, hen. I think I saw you mention something about that on Twitter. About like how you guys all got COVID. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're all feeling better now though. Hi Missy, morning. Or technically like 3 p.m. for me, but yeah, morning, how are you? Yeah, I don't know, I feel like my holiday was not fun. I mean, it wasn't terrible. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, I guess, than it actually was. But yeah, it wasn't great. And currently I'm just like, I'm pretending that the holidays don't exist. So yeah, I'm at that point, like. But yeah, my voice is really not my friend today, apparently. But let's pop into the game. So I can't remember why I have my camera set up the way that I do currently, with it being on that side of the screen. So if we get into gameplay and I notice something is off, or like if it's covering up anything at any point, let me know, because yeah, I can't remember why I have it set up the way I do. It's been a while. But yeah, I'm gonna try and build something in Del Sol Valley, because I haven't built here in ages. I started this big mansion up there for my save file, but I'm not touching it at the moment. But I want to try and build something on these lots in like, I think is it Mirage Park? I think. Yeah, like Mirage Park in Del Sol Valley. The two lots that are like right next to each other. I want to try and do something. You want to see the mansion? Okay, fine. I'll show you guys the mansion. I'll show you the mansion. Let's go through a couple of loading screens again. But yeah, so like, I want to try and build some like townhouses, or not really townhouses because they're not going to be touching, but like duplexes. I want to try and build some like duplexes on that little like street, because those two lots are quite big and they feel like they should all be one big lot, or like 5 separate smaller lots. I don't mind you taking notes at all. Yeah, I know. I did see that. Yeah, Hen, I did see that, and I haven't personally had any issues with it. I know I had when we had early access, when I had that special version of the game. When I had that, I had an issue with the rental lot type, but only on one specific lot. Like, it was one specific lot in Tomarang. It was, I believe, the 20 by 20 lot. And no matter what I did, that lot kept messing up for me. It kept throwing out errors and all of that fun stuff. But any other lot that I loaded up in that save was completely fine. But since then, I haven't touched that lot at all, and I haven't had any issues myself with residential rentals. Yeah, I still get the lag. I haven't really built anything residential rental wise since they released that hotfix, I believe, in December. But I still get the lag, and only on residential rentals. I don't get it in like regular build mode anymore, just when I'm building a rental. But yeah, because of that warning, though, I won't be setting it as a rental yet. We're not going to finish it anyway, but I'm going to start it, and I'm going to build it as a normal residential. And then, I'll eventually, maybe one day, set it as a residential rental if I ever end up finishing it. Yeah, maybe one day they will not release a broken pack. Yep. And honestly, my hopes for rent was so high. Because even when we had early access, yes, we had a couple of issues, but it was mostly all concentrated around that one lot. We didn't really have many like save issues or corruption issues or errors or anything like that. And even when the pack first came out, it wasn't too bad. Like, usually packs, sometimes they feel a lot more broken on release. But I don't know if it was just my game and I was lucky, but I didn't have any issues with it when it first came out, apart from the lag. Obviously the build lag. But yeah, I haven't noticed any corruption issues, and I feel like that stuff is all things that you wouldn't notice right away, so maybe that's why it got missed. When, with QA and stuff, maybe that's why, because it's not something that immediately happens. It's something that you have to be in the game for a while for it to mess up. But because of that, I am not going to be, like, if I do a residential rental, I will be doing it in a save where I'm not, like, super worried if something breaks, because it's just like a bold save and stuff like that, where I'm not worried about losing anything. The pack is fun and you love playing it, but the bugs, yeah. Luckily, I haven't had a lot of bugs with it, but I also haven't done a lot of gameplay. Yes, exactly. That's like it usually gets triggered. It feels like it gets triggered if you spend a lot of time in a save. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's because, like I said, like I feel like they don't play for long enough in one save to notice stuff like that, especially when it's like a gradual thing that happens. Like it seems to be with this corruption thing, it happens like gradually, and I feel like that's why they don't always catch it. Because yeah, I mean, even if you use even if you use cheats in a non-modded, like if you play completely vanilla, even if you use cheats to, like, I don't know, like reset stuff or debug stuff or, anything like that, doing stuff like that in a save, especially a save that you've played in for a while, can make funky things happen along the line, like gradually. So yeah, I feel like that's why stuff like that gets missed. If I were paid to play a game, I'd put in way more hours than QA. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the thing though. I don't feel like it's the people that do QA's fault, because I think, number one, EA and game companies usually don't give their QA departments enough budget or time to properly test stuff. Like, they just don't. And then also, I feel like when they're doing playtesting for packs and like QA stuff for packs, I feel like they're on such a tight schedule with it, because just because of how release stuff works out and how corporate stuff works out, that they physically just can't play test or test for everything or test long enough to find everything. So like, yeah, I mean, even when we had early access, even that version of the game was like, it wasn't the finished game. But, you know, even with that, with stuff on release, there were already things that we noticed that were fixed in the finished version. But obviously QA, they don't always have that access to that. Also, I think it's been established that most QA testing is outsourced. Yeah, exactly. They should. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like that is definitely a corporate EA thing. Like, and I don't think it's just The Sims either. I feel like they do that with everything, and it's not even just an EA thing. I feel like every other game company that I've seen, and every other game that I've seen, like the communities of and stuff, they all have that same complaint. Like, things just don't get tested enough, and it's because the QA departments just don't have the budget for it. Yeah. We pay for it, we don't actually own it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's I don't even want to think about that. But yeah, so this is the mansion that I mentioned. Over there obviously is Judith's mansion that I did a while ago, years ago. But yeah, so this is the one that I was working on. And I think I posted pictures of it on Twitter months ago when I started it, maybe. But yeah, it's a big one. It's for this like family of celebrities and stuff. But yeah, it's a big one. It's a huge lot. Yeah, they cheap out because they can always patch it. Yeah, exactly. It's not like the old days where it had to be in its best shape before being put on a disc. Yeah, exactly. Like, back in the day, they had to fix everything. Otherwise, there wasn't a way to fix it later on. And even if we're talking about The Sims, like Sims 2, obviously all of the Sims 2s were on disc. And I can't remember how it worked when the game first came out. But even The Sims 2 is, if you play it in its base shape, like without mods or anything like that, it is one buggy mess. Like, The Sims 2 is one of the most easily corruptible games ever. Like, it's so easy to corrupt your entire Sims 2, like, neighborhood by doing one wrong thing. Yeah, The Sims 2 even had patches. Yeah, I feel like I could remember something like that, but I wasn't sure because it's been a while. So, yeah, I mean, even then, it had patches. And still, if you download The Sims 2, if you install The Sims 2, it's one buggy ass mess of a game. Hi Lisa, thank you. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like this was a very impromptu stream. I'm so glad you could make it. How are you? But yeah, so like The Sims 2 is a buggy mess, and that was a game that was released on discs. It's a norm with most games today. Yeah, it is. Duckworthy, I'm not going to be able to say your first name. I feel like I'm going to mispronounce it terribly, so I'm just going to call you Duckworthy if that's okay. But hi, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've been fortunate with The Sims 2 as well. Like, before I knew about mods and stuff, I never usually had an issue with it. But also, I was a child when I played it, so I didn't know about ways to corrupt it, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I can try and pronounce your name, but I feel like I'm not gonna get it right. Thank you, Lisa. You're doing great. I'm glad. But yeah, so like, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, the game's just, it has issues. Let's just put it that way. But what do I think about the new stuff pack? I have no thoughts on the new stuff pack. I'm not gonna lie. I know I talked to you on Twitter last night, I think, about how I saw the roadmap, and I saw the roadmap, I saw they said we're getting a stuff pack, and then I made my tweet about the kits, about us getting 4 kits, and by that point I had already forgotten about the stuff pack. I'm not gonna lie. I also haven't seen anything like leak-wise or hint-wise or anything like that, so I have no clue. But yeah, so this is the mansion that you guys wanted to see. So it's clearly not done. Like, obviously, I started on the front of it. Looks like a crafting jewelry stuff pack so far. Okay. Yeah, I know when I saw the roadmap, I thought something would be like jewelry themed because of the roadmap, and I didn't think about the stuff pack being themed around it, but that would actually be really cool. It's already sunning. Oh, thank you. I'm actually glad January to April is pretty quiet. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that either, because I have a lot of stuff IRL going on, and I could not deal with having to work around a big, like, release, like a game pack or an expansion pack or stuff like that. I could not deal with working around that. I couldn't. So yeah, I'm kind of glad we're getting like a stuff pack and a couple of kits, because I don't really have to do anything specific, if that makes sense, around those things. I mean, I'll do a couple of builds maybe if something about it is build related. Obviously, we're getting the castle one, which I am both excited and apprehensive about. But the other ones feel like, it sounds like a lot of them are mostly going to be like CAS, like creator sim stuff. Definitely, yeah. So yeah, this is the mansion. I wanted to do something with terrain tools, and halfway through it, I kind of regretted it, and I just stuck with it. So it's this like 3 kind of story type thing that I'll show you guys. You're quite interested in the co-created style kit as well. Oh, so they one of the kits are like as kind of like they did the kids clothes one. I can't remember the name of it, that they did with Urban Sims. Is it like, I'm thinking it's like that. But yeah, I'm really excited about that one too. I feel like the Creator Sim and the Build kits recently have given us some of the best items. Like, I love it. You're okay with 1 expansion pack for this year? Honestly, same. Same. I feel like last year with 3 expansion packs, it was just too much. Like, totally, and at this point, I'm totally talking from a content creator perspective. Like, I'm talking from a content creator perspective where we feel like we need to do a lot of content around a new release, especially if it's an expansion pack, purely because of YouTube algorithm stuff. So yeah, that last year I feel like was a bit too much with 3 expansions. I would be okay with maybe like 2 expansions if they spaced them out a little bit better. and didn't do them like 3 months apart. If they did one maybe in like Q2 and then in Q4 again. If they do one EP with, you're cool with that too, your wallet needs a break. Yeah. Oh, no game packs. I mean, yeah, like I said, I feel like 2 expansion packs would be fine. We've had 2 expansion packs before. That's fine. If they space them out correctly, like 2nd quarter, 4th quarter maybe, that would be great. And then, I mean, I would like to get game packs, but yeah, I mean, I don't know anything about them. Wow. Breathe. I don't know what they're working on, obviously. So if they're not working on a game pack already, we won't get one, I'm gonna guess. And I hope we get more than 1 stuff pack though. You're guessing this year will be 2 EPs, possibly 3 stuff packs and 1 million kits? Probably. Probably. I don't know. I don't know if 3 stuff packs is high hopes. I mean, I would like that, but I feel like they would give us like 2 EPs and then 1 or 2 stuff packs at the most, and then like 4 kits every 3 months. Yeah, like, I don't know, I feel like, yikes. Yikes. But yeah, so this is the mansion. It's technically 3 stories, but I wanted that whole, like, walk-out basement thing. Yeah, as long as they're spaced out evenly. Yeah, definitely. Because I feel like, from a content creator's perspective, if they give them to us the way that they did last year, where they had like a new expansion pack every 3 months almost, that just feels like not enough time at all to explore an expansion pack, especially if you have other stuff going on. Like, I haven't even touched like half of the gameplay from either Horse Ranch, For Rent, and I think there's even a lot of gameplay from Grown Together that I haven't even touched because I just don't have the time. The mansion is so cool, thank you. It took me forever. I spent like 5 or 6 hours planning it all out, like doing it off camera, then like trying to figure out how to make it work, and then bulldozing it all and doing it again for the video. I've also been told again, take this with a pinch of salt, that we might be getting an XDX or a patch update that could be a revamp of the writing system. That would be awesome. I know we're getting a SDX drop this quarter because they said it in the roadmap, but having something like that where they revamp the writing system would be amazing. Currently in my I've been playing my current household a little bit this past week just to deal with some stuff and just to give my mind something to focus on, because I can't focus on recording at the moment. I don't have the mental capacity for it. So I've been playing my current household, and that's a heavily modded thing. So I downloaded a new mod from, not new, but new to me, from a Deep Indigo. That's like a writing system overhaul, and you have like agents and publishers and editors and all of that stuff for your Sims books. It's like a whole process. Like, you have to write an outline and then a first draft and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And it's so cool. You need to know who... Yeah. Yeah, and just... Shh. Shh. I mean, I would like to know who they are as well, but, you know, I get it. So, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, this mansion has 3 stories, technically. So, we have, obviously, the big backyard space. All of this is a work in progress. So, we have, like, a onsen down there, like a hot spring. We have a sunken down, like, hot tub, obviously a big pool, all of that stuff. And then I was thinking about making this maybe like just a 1-floor mansion, like a 1-story mansion, like I did with Judith's, where it looks like it's 2 stories, but it's not. It's just 1. Because the lot is so big that otherwise I wouldn't be able to fill it up. Because if I built a 64 by 64 mansion, my game would die. Like, it would probably just die on me. And that would be a nightmare to furnish, which no. So I ended up doing like a lot of terrain manipulation to fill in the lot, and I'm gonna do more landscaping. I started the landscaping over here, just filling in the cracks and like filling in the open spaces. Spoiler alert, Henfiden is really a sim guru. Honestly, if they were, they would be the last person to say all of this stuff. Like, they would not say anything. The sim gurus are really, really good at keeping secrets. But yeah, so this is kind of what I was thinking for the landscaping, like doing, you know, some debug bushes, all of that stuff to hide these edges. So I'm going to be doing that all around probably, and then having some green space, like walkable space in between. But yeah, they're all very like kind of manicured, kind of not. But yeah, so that's the like what I was thinking for the outside. But the first floor is technically the second floor because this isn't a basement, it's just the first floor. It's just that it's like the ground floor basically, and I just used terrain tools and a lot of debug and a lot of move it? Really? Tool. I used a lot of the tool mod. I said move it for some reason because I was thinking of city skylines. So I don't know why. But yes, I use debug to make it look like a basement. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where my head is at, honestly. But yeah, when you come in, obviously entryway, this is going to be the formal dining room. We have an absolutely freaking gigantic living room seating space. You will also say, and it comes to no surprise, I've been told that Horse Ranch was indeed being developed as a game pack, and sadly Tomarang's world being small was a result of the world team being moved? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Oh, you mean like the world team was moved from working on For Rent to working on Horse Ranch? And so, what? That made it like an expansion pack? Horse Ranch? Because the teams moved? But yeah, so we have big living space with obviously access to the balcony. This is going to be the kitchen with, again, access to the balcony. We're going to have a bathroom over there and a laundry room. Chestnut Ridge was made bigger and For Rent World got left smaller because of it. Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I like the fact that Chestnut Ridge is a little bit bigger because obviously horses, they need it. It would be very weird to have a small world, like, you know, even Tomarang would be too small, I feel like, for horses. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I know what you mean. So yeah, down here we're gonna have, they have 3 kids. Yeah, so they have a child, a teenager, a young adult. Then obviously you have the 2 parents, and then you have the father's, I almost said the father's uncle. No, the father's brother also lives with them. And yeah, so this is going to be the kid's bedroom, the girl's bedroom. She has her own bathroom, walk-in closet, obviously rich people. Then this is going to be an office, I think, for the dad. He's a writer, so he's going to have his own office. This is kind of just like a mudroom that leads you into the, what do you call it? The garage. Why could I not think of the word for garage? So yeah, absolutely gigantic garage. no reason to have this in the game whatsoever because we don't have cars, and I don't even need it for like space for extra things like a gym or anything like that because we have that. So it's just a big garage. Maybe one day we'll get cars and it'll be useful. But yeah, there's another bathroom down here. Or, yeah, no, that wasn't going to be a bathroom. It was going to be like a pantry, like a butler's pantry. For rent, we'll need a few more patches and it'll be your number 1 EP. Yeah. For rent is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love it. It would definitely, if they fix all of the corrupting issues that people have been having, it would definitely be at least in my top 3 expansion packs, at least. But yeah, so we go upstairs, big hallway, obviously. We have a big overlook area into the living room to make it like a double height living room space thing. Oh yeah, the outside, the back patio has obviously a little cover on it. And yeah, so there's a bunch of balconies in this place and it's huge. So yeah, on this side of the house, this is going to be the main bedroom. So the mom and dad's bedroom. Bedroom, huge as walk-in closet. An absolutely obscenely huge bathroom because why not? It's a celebrity mansion. And then across the hall we have 2 bedrooms. This one I believe is going to be the butler's bedroom because they will obviously have a butler. So butler's bedroom. Then we're going to have the teenage son's bedroom and his walk-in bathroom. What the hell? Walk-in bathroom? Really? Really? No. He has his own ensuite. And then at the front of the house with, yeah, ensuite. Listen, I cannot be held responsible for what comes out of my mouth today, okay? Like, I just cannot. But hi, Siobhan. Oh my word. Hi, cat lover. How are you? As you can see, I'm going today. Lifestyle of the rich and famous. Exactly. But yeah, so at the front of the house with her own balcony is the oldest daughter, the young adult. She's an actress, so she has her own big bedroom. I'm gonna put she has walk-in closets like that way. And then she has like an absolutely gigantic bathroom as well. You assume saves corrupting issue is going to be one of those bugs that is hard for the team to pinpoint. Yeah, I feel like that too. And I mean, I don't know, I feel like I haven't seen anything about it before the past couple of weeks. Like, when the pack first came out, I didn't feel like I saw anything about it corrupting saves, apart from that one lot that I mentioned that we were having issues with in early access already, and they are aware of and are looking into. But that didn't affect the whole save, it just affected that lot. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like this corrupting thing, I feel like it hasn't come up before. I could be missing stuff, but I feel like that might be why it hasn't been fixed yet, because it only came up recently. Or I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's the first floor, second floor, and then technically the basement floor is going to be a kind of like gathering space. I'm gonna have like more of like a party space basically. Hi Paula. Oh, it's going okay. It's going. How are you? But yeah, so this is going to be like gathering space, like I said. So I'm gonna put in maybe like a ping pong table, card table, you know, bar space, basically like a party space. And yeah, so down here we're going to have the uncle's bedroom suite, basically. So the dad's brother, this is going to be his bedroom, but this is going to be his recording studio, because his name, Liam, He's actually a musician. So he's like the lead singer in a band that I have in my save file. Fake band, obviously, but you know. And yeah, so he's going to have like a recording studio, and then through that you're going to access his bedroom and his own walk-in bathroom, obviously. This is basically like his space. So like he's going to be the one that spends the most of his time down here. So he's separate from the family, you know, but still in the same house. And then over here we're going to have a cinema room, because celebrity mansion, why not? So yeah, we're gonna have a cinema room over there, and this is going to be a home gym. So they're gonna have a home gym. They have a little bathroom space that I'm gonna put a shower in there as well. So yeah, some sinks, toilet, shower, all of that stuff. And they also have a sauna because, again, rich people. It's also just going, thank you. Loving Volk, thank you. But yeah, so that's this mansion. I'm not gonna work on it today because I'm doing it for a video. So I'm gonna leave it. And we're finally gonna start the actual build that I wanted to work on today. From what you notice, game files does get corrupted over time with each new patch and EP. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have never had a save file corrupt. Like, ever. Touch wood. Like, touch wood, I have never had that happen to me. But even with mods and stuff, I've never had a save file corrupt. Ever. Not in The Sims 4, at least. Usually, if I have save file issues, like errors coming up, not being able to load, etc., it's always been mod related. Always. And if I just took out my mods and like loaded up the game again, it would be fine. So then I would just go in and figure out, you know, what mod is causing it. But other than that, I have never had a save corrupting issue. But yeah, so these are the, like, this is what I mean, okay? So like, obviously this one could maybe be one house. But like, these, like, they literally have more than one driveway. Like, this is so painful to me. Like, it's actually painful. Has anyone confirmed if it is indeed building more than 6 rentals on a lot? Hi, Kelly. Yeah, so with that, I don't know. I know Twisted Mixie has tested it. So I believe that could be the issue. But I haven't really built anything with more than 6 rentals. So I haven't tested it myself yet, and I will not be doing it because painful. So I don't know. I feel like if that is what is causing the issues, then I feel like it is unintentional and it's not supposed to happen. So I feel like they would fix it. But how are you, Kelly? Yeah, these... Exactly. This is the first time they've ever done this, where the lots are actually touching. Even the lots in Newcrest, that, you know, that big row of lots that I usually turn into community lots, even those, they're not touching. They look like they're supposed to be touching, like a big row of maybe like townhouses or whatever, and they're not. There's like, I feel like it's a 2-tile gap between all of them. You're doing well. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm going. I'm going. I haven't been on camera or on the channel in almost... I feel like it's been more than 2 weeks. And yeah, it's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah, I'm also not gonna do that. At least until we have confirmation that they fixed it. So until we have confirmation that they fixed that, and that, you know, they've sorted that out and it's not an issue anymore, and like anything like that, until they've done that, I'm not gonna touch more than 6. I'm not gonna touch more than 6 rentals. Good to see me back. Yeah, I don't know, I feel like I wanted to put a video out this week, and I'm still going to try and do it. Oh great, you just installed the dog mod. Wow, I cannot read apparently today. Dog mode mod I have, and you love it. I'm glad. Yeah, so I switched mods. The dog, I used to use the one by their, I cannot say their name, but it starts with a D, and I used to use that one, and I noticed that it was causing my game to lag a little bit more than usual. So I actually switched to the one that I saw Ocean Sims using, and I do have a link to that one in the stream. Like, if you open up the description, it should be almost at the bottom under the mods that I use. It should be up there, and it's been really nice. It's taken some getting used to, with, you know, the UI and everything looking like it's been drawn in chalk and stuff like that. But it's been really nice. I've been really liking it. It makes it difficult to read some of the text in the game, but I do use a font. I believe I use a font override, and I also use reshade. So that... Oh, the chalk one is the one you have also. Great, yeah. So I do use reshade, and because of that, if I turn reshade off, as you can see, it's depressing. So yeah, this way it is a little bit easier to read some of the text and everything, because it's not as transparent as it is when you have certain reshade presets on. What am I doing? I forgot that I have my I forgot that I have my OBS settings set to I believe it's like F2 switches scenes, and I forgot about that. What font override? I'm not sure. Let me pull it up. I should be able to find it. Give me 2 seconds. Mods. Where are you? It's the Helvetii hand font. So, this one. Helvetii hand font by Moonwood Mills. Let me type it in the chat for you guys. You should be able to find it if you just Google that. But yeah, so because I have that, it kind of makes the, like, reading some of the text a little bit difficult. But I don't really mind. But, okay, so I missed some things, but you believe Twisted Mixie has specified that it can happen even if you don't go over the 6 unit limit. Oh, bleh. Bleh. Yeah, so you just download the font file, you just download it and put it in your mods folder. That's it. So, yeah, like I said, I haven't noticed any corruption with any of my rentals, any of my saves with rentals in them. But I tend to be lucky on that front. And with that said, keep in mind it can happen. Back up your saves. Back up your saves. And yeah, obviously now that we know 6 units, having more than 6 units can make it worse. Don't test it. Don't do more than 6 units until we have confirmation that it's fixed. One more item we desperately need and for rent is an elevator. Yeah. That's another thing that I was so... It felt like such a missed opportunity with for rent, because especially if now that you can build proper functional apartments, and you know, I can go ahead and build like a 5-story apartment, not 5 stories because you can't do 5, but like a 4-story apartment block that looks like it has 30 different apartments in it. And even if I don't actually build 30 apartments, even if I just build 4 apartments, like 1 on each floor, having a sim walk up 4 flights of stairs is my definition of hell. So, elevator kit coming soon. You know, I know you say that in a joking way, but honestly... Why is that something? No. Oh, listen. Now that you've put it in my head, I can see how that could work. Like, I can think of gameplay that they could tie to it that wouldn't just make it a elevator. Oh no. Listen, you could tie gameplay to it. And not just have it be like a kit with 5 different elevators. You could tie a new death type to it, a woohoo spot. You could, and make it like Sims could, like they would have to maintain elevators. Like if you're a landlord and you play with for rent, like you would have to maintain elevators. Your Sims could have a fear of elevators. Or if, you know, your building's power gets shut off, the elevators wouldn't work. They, you know, all of that stuff. Like if there's a fire in your Sims' apartment, they could make it so that your Sims wouldn't be able to use the elevator because you're not supposed to when there's a fire. So, you know, stuff like that. It could be fun. She says, as... I mean, I would buy it too. Like, I would buy that. And yeah, Paula, thank you so much. Yeah, so I keep missing chat. But yeah, so basically, you'd pay for that? Same. I would pay for a kit with just curtains. Or just paintings. Or just rugs. I would kill for a kit with just rugs in it. You too? Exactly. If they can do one for vacuums, they can do one for elevators. Because, if I'm being honest, that kit, the vacuum one, Bust the Dust, I forget that it exists 99% of the time. Like, at this point, I don't even see the vacuums in Build Buy anymore. Like, I just look past them because I don't play with them. I don't play with the gameplay at all. So I forget it exists. Just curtains kit, yes please. Yep. At this point, I would literally buy a landscaping kit. Like, I just want more bold stuff, okay? Like, just give me more bold stuff. Like, landscaping, doors, windows, like, anything and everything. Yeah, 95% of the curtains in the curtain skit will still make you angry. Yeah. Curved wall stuff? Yes. Curved wall stuff. Just a kit with just windows and doors for curved walls. That's it. Curved walls here. Yeah. I believe the last time I built with curved walls was that Barbie house that I did with Horse Ranch, where I built like this Barbie mid-century desert house thing. I think that was the last time I built with curved walls, and I remembered why I don't build with them. But yeah, so basically these lots, I keep getting distracted by you guys, okay? So yeah, this lot, these two drive me nuts because with this one, I mean it drives me nuts too because why the hell isn't it up against the road? I hate when they do that. When they don't make the lots to the edge of the road. Like, it's touching the freaking back alleyway. Why not the road? Like, seriously? But then, it doesn't even have a driveway. Like, at least give it a freaking driveway. But with these two, like, this one, I mean, you could make the driveway on this side and it could work perfectly fine, even though this one doesn't touch or like doesn't line up properly. But then this lot has 3 driveways. Like, why? Like, I would just like to know what was going through their heads when they did this. Like, why? I mean, why not just make it 2 lots, at least? Take out the middle driveway, have 2 at the ends, and make it 2 separate lots. But like, why give it 3 driveways that A, isn't lined up properly? Which, again, these 2 spaces, the space between the driveways, isn't even. And now that I've mentioned it, you will all never be able to unsee it. But yes, that's one thing. They're not even. They don't line up. Which... rage-inducing. Nothing was going through their heads. There, I said it. Oh! I think that might have been Dave. I think I remember what reply you're talking about. 3 driveways to make up for the one that has nothing? Yeah, I think it was Dave. I think I remember that reply. About them experimenting to see what they could do that people would be okay with, or something like that. Or like how it would work. But still, why? Why? So, basically, I mean, I get what they went for with the whole, like, back alleyway thing. Like, this lot having access to that back alleyway, and, you know, if you look at the surrounding houses, like, it makes sense because all of the, like, garages back up to the alleyway. So, in real life, you would drive through there to get into your garage. You wouldn't, like, go from the front of the house, most likely, or you could go from both sides. So I get that. But it's still annoying, like, this one that doesn't have access to the, like, it doesn't connect to the road. Because doing something like pathways... They were drunk and I thought they were experimenting with. Oh my word, yeah. But yeah, so like, I was thinking maybe doing like, I don't know, like 1, maybe 2 on that one. But then doing it like, one of them would be connected to the front, and then one of them would have their entrance at the back. And then this one, I was thinking maybe we could fit like 3 separate houses in, or something like that. I mean, if I can get it to line up in a way that doesn't annoy me. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, look at this house. Like, this is very clearly 2 houses. Like, you cannot come here and tell me that this house, like, yes, it's connected by this little walkway thing, but, you know, it's 2 houses. Like, come on. It's 2 houses. It has 2 separate entryways. Like, it's 2 houses on one lot. So, like, even this one, like, we have a little tiny house at the back that's only accessible from this alleyway. And then we have the, like, bigger house that's accessible from the road. And again, that would be one lot. So, yeah, even this one, like, again, 2 houses, bigger one, smaller one. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we could do something like that. I've been wanting to try and recreate some of the shells in the game. Like, take a shell from, like, the surrounding area and try and build an actual house out of it. Because that seems like really fun. Like, it seems like it would be a lot of fun. So I kind of want to see what we could do with that. With this. And I'm looking around. And I'm trying to find one that I feel like... I've built so many houses in that kind of like shotgun style. So I'm not going to do that one. I'm not going to do that. But I'm looking at... I was looking at this one over here. This little small house right at the front. And that one. Kind of this like Spanish... California type style. Like, I feel like that could be really fun. And it could be interesting trying to make this work. Yeah, I did that in Evergreen Harbor with those like fake townhouses. Like, I built one house and then just used the shell to make it look like there's 2. Yeah, something like that. But in this case, they would actually be all houses because we have the rental system now. No worries, then. My throat is killing me. But yeah, so I was thinking about doing that. And I don't know, I feel like... I don't know. I feel like that's something we could definitely work on stream. Now, I want to... What are the chances, do you think, that I would be able to find these actual shells in the building? I said in the building. Yes. What are the chances I would be able to find the shells in the building? Yep. Nope. My brain is fried. Ooh, we have the garages. I feel slightly demented when I say stuff like that. Yeah, good luck with that. You guys, I don't know what's going on with me. But we have the garages. I love this. I love this. I'm obsessed with this. Like, I saw it over there as well, where you have like little overhang thing. I'm obsessed with that. And I like that it's kind of, obviously that's the same thing. It just like, it just rotated it so you wouldn't see it. But I want to do something like this for at least one of these driveways. Maybe this one. Maybe we could like, actually, that lines up. That lines up with the grid. I could build that. I could build that and make it an actual room. So we're gonna do that. But let me just yoink all of those there. Don't want that. Nope. Nope. I wanna find these. I wanna find the shells and just like put them off to the side so that I can look at them more easily. This house feels like it's something that would fit in so well in like Oasis Springs. the whole mid-century vibe of it. I love this one too. Like, I love that. But that is not what I'm looking for. This is a bit big. I love this house. I want to build this house in the game and like do it in Oasis Springs and like have it be a house because I love the way this looks. Obviously, the roof needs work. But I like the way this looks at the front. The little overhang is cute. Yeah, I really like that. I don't ever do stuff like that, so I feel like it could be really nice. Also this. Like, can we just do this? Like, there we go. Done. We've built all of this, you guys, in an hour. We did all of that in an hour. Yep. Done. Like, just put that there. Just put that there. What would happen if you... Like, how would it look if you uploaded this to the... Magic. like, I'll just upload that to the gallery, okay, if you want to download it. But again, this house, I want to recreate it. I probably won't ever recreate it because it's huge. Although... Okay, so I don't know if that's the front. I'm thinking that's the back. And this is the front. Not that, this. But like, I love that. Yes, it would take days and I would probably cry. But imagine that like oriented like this. Probably not because diagonals. This would put the whole build on a diagonal and that would make me cry. We also wouldn't be able to do the staircase because we can't do diagonal stairs for some stupid ass reason. But like, I love the shape of this. Like, I really like the shape of this. Imagined as an apartment building. Yeah, like there's a lot of like access points. You do that and we're sitting with drama again that it's the ghost of a building. Clearly not play tested, let alone built. Yeah. Like, if I had more mental spoons, I would do that purely for the chaos that it could create. Has anyone ever told you that you're awesome and stunning? Oh, oh, thank you, Hen. That really means a lot. Listen, you're gonna make me cry, okay? So that means a lot, especially the horse ranch builds, because yeah, that is... I feel disloyal saying that I haven't played more with horse ranch because I built for it, or saying that like it's not my favorite expansion pack because I feel like I'm cheating on it because I built for it. But yeah, it really was an amazing experience. Oh, my nose is running, you guys. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna wipe my nose. I feel like I'm still getting over a cold or something. Or I'm still sick, either way. So, yeah. Not fun. In the slightest. Okay. Now I lost my chat again. Honestly, I was filled with joy when I saw you made some builds for it. It was about time. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's a big deal that fellow is so... Wow. I know what you mean. But yeah, I got noticed by EA. Yeah. I mean, it really was amazing. I never thought I would have the chance to do that. So, it's still one of the best things ever. Wow, we're the best. But yeah, so like, coming back to this. I really want to build this at some point. And I'm gonna do this really quickly. and take a screenshot of it to remind myself. Otherwise, I will forget. But I'm looking for those houses and I cannot find them. This is cool. Huh. That could be a cool building for like an apartment building. Just screenshotting that. What's this? Ooh. Just taking all of the screenshots, don't mind me. Okay. How did I not know this was in the game? Like, hello? If you are allowed to say exactly how long was the process? Like from when they first reached out. So the whole process was around 3-ish months. Like I believe we started in January. I was contacted before then, but we started in January and I think we finished in March, if I'm remembering correctly. And then we were just sitting on it. Then we were just sitting on the footage and the whole secret of knowing what was coming and not being able to talk about it. So yeah, I think it was around 3 months. I just totally overlooked the actual shells that I was looking for this whole time. So that's nice. That's great. That's genius. But like, what is... Oh, that's the same... You can't keep secrets. You've been blabbing all over the place. Yeah, that was... I'm pretty good at keeping secrets though. Like, I'm actually really good at it. Probably better at it than I should be. Yeah, it was several months. I think it was spread out over like several months. So like, it technically was spread out over several months because we got contacted like a month before we even started. Then we had like pre-meetings, we had like around 3 months of actually building, like doing our work. And then there was, I think, 3 more months after that while like Horse Ranch was being worked on that we knew about it. We just couldn't talk about it. But yeah, the building process, from what I've heard from others, they're usually... Oh no! You got hit with an ad? Oh crap. Why? Is it finished now? Okay, you're back. Why? So yeah, I do have ads on. But like, was that the first one? Was that the first one that you guys have gotten? Because I do have ads on, but they're on like low. You had one earlier. So yeah, now like what's an hour, 15 minutes. So I'm gonna have a look at that because I think I have it. You haven't had one yet? Okay. So I think I have it on like the lowest. Like the lowest automated frequency you can set. But I'm gonna look into it again. And look at that. Because I can put them in manually. But YouTube makes that kind of annoying to do. So I just have their like automated one. But yeah, I'll have a look at the frequency after stream. But yeah, so what I was thinking, getting back to my very scattered brain. Make my mind. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I won't turn them off. But I don't want them to like... Why the stream was blurry. Yeah, no, That's happened to me before too. Usually on Twitch, if I'm like watching a VOD or something or whatever, and it goes blurry, and I'm like, why the hell? And then I realize that, oh, I have it set to like a really low quality or something, and I'm just like, okay, great, idiot. So yeah, before I get sidetracked again, I wanna like, I'm gonna use the shells to kind of map out what I want to do. So yes, this is cheating. No, I don't care. So I'm gonna try and line it up with the grid, because obviously we can't build to the edge of the lot, which again drives me nuts. I miss that. I miss being able to do that in like The Sims 2. Because in The Sims 2 you could do that. Granted, you couldn't do that unless you used mods or like a whole different program, but it was possible. Like, yeah, so that's one away from the edge. This is one away from the edge. Callie, you haven't played The Sims 2. I keep forgetting about that, and you need to do it. You really need to do it. Same. And in The Sims 3, yeah, I haven't really played The Sims 3 in what, like 2-3 years at this point. But yeah, Sims 3 was never my favorite. I will admit. You would like to see that in an update, being able to draw a fence wall right up to the edge. Yeah, exactly. Is it cheating or creative? Ingenious thinking. Exactly. Yes. You gotta figure out where to buy it. You can't buy it anymore. I don't think... Yeah, it's not for sale anymore. Like, you can't buy... They don't sell it anywhere. Unless you maybe get the discs through, like, eBay and do, like, a whole second-hand buy thing. But, like, people, from what I've seen, they tend to sell those second-hand, like, eBay games for more than you would have paid when it was new. Hi, Jay. Welcome. How are you? But yeah, so for The Sims 2, like, if I were you, I would just download it from... I believe there's a website. I'll message you after stream, Callie. I believe there's a website. Yeah, you'd rather not get it secondhand. Yeah, exactly. Especially because with the discs, like, most computers don't even have a disk drive anymore. So getting it to a point where you can install it and play it will be a nightmare. So I know there's a website that a lot of people like fellow creators, people that I trust, have like downloaded, like, you know, The Sims 1, for example, because it's technically abandonware. The Sims 2 is abandonware at this point as well, where they've downloaded it and gotten it to work completely fine, completely safe. And yeah, I'll message you after stream. Oh, Jay, why? I mean, usually I hate most people too, but I hope you're okay. Sims 2 is the absolute best. I don't know if anyone else here has seen, but someone on Twitter posted what looks like a job role. Ooh. For bringing legacy Sims games to cloud gaming. Now see, that's the thing. Like, EA could make so much money from franchises, especially franchises like The Sims that have been around for 20 years, if they remastered their old games. Like, can you imagine how many people would lose their minds, myself included, if they remastered The Sims 2 or even The Sims 1, or just added The Sims 1 to Origin or EA, whatever, the EA app? Like, yeah, I wish they added it. I mean, I know they did a couple of years back, And a lot of people didn't know about it. A lot of people didn't know that you could contact EA a couple of years back and they would give you the Ultimate Collection. That's how I got mine. But they don't do that anymore. You can't buy it. Sold all of your old Sims games in a garage sale, and now you're kicking yourself. Yeah, I would be too. I would be too. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people didn't know it. I mean, I didn't know it when it was first being done. And I don't know why I had to... I don't know... I don't know why I contacted them at the end of the day. I don't know what made me do it. But my friend and I, we were just sitting, we were just sitting talking about, we were just talking about, brain fart. We were just talking about The Sims, and I contacted EA for something, and I asked them about this promotion that they did months beforehand, and they said, oh, I can still do that. Do you want it? And I just had to prove to them that I owned at least one of the Sims 2 packs, at least one of the Sims 2 CDs, and they gave it to me. You'd fork out your liver if they did that, especially for The Sims 1. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing, that they aren't compatible, but that's what I mean by, how much money they could make if they remastered them. So, if they somehow, a lot of game companies have been doing with older games, where they've been remastering them and making them so that they would work on newer NPCs. If they did that, if EA did that with The Sims 2, if they made it so that The Sims 2 could run, and I mean run in the sense that it works. It's not you don't have to do 50 different workarounds to get it to open, or, stuff like that. If they could do that, I can already tell you about at least 20 people that I know that would be shouting from the rooftops if they did that. So, I feel like they could make so much money from that. Which means that hopefully they could actually pay attention to the stuff that needs fixing as well. But yeah, so I don't know, I feel like you guys are actually making me sad. I always feel sad for anyone that hasn't played The Sims 2. And I know that sounds dramatic, but really, The Sims 2 it's like the holy grail of Sims games. Don't be sad. Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for you guys. And I don't mean that in a patronizing way. I mean The Sims 2, yeah, you played The Sims 3, but The Sims 2 is the most iconic, it's the epitome for me of what a Sims game at its core is supposed to be. I think Sims 2 was the best. You didn't really care for The Sims 3 all that much. Yeah, I mean, The Sims 4 being buggy and Sims and Renee being in development. Yeah, see, yeah, I get that. Part of me, I do definitely get that, realistically speaking. But I also know that, especially with The Sims 4 being in the state that it is in, and with people feeling about it the way that they do, I feel like older Sims games would sell like crazy. I mean, even if, let's take The Sims 3 for example, if they just fixed a lot of, because The Sims 3 is still being sold, like it is still being sold. So if they even just fixed a lot of The Sims 3 issues, granted, I don't know how much could be fixed with The Sims 3 just because of how it's built. The Sims 2 is just amazing. You still get excited when you load it up. Yep. But yeah, so with The Sims 3, just because I don't know how much of it could be fixed because of how it's built, because of the engine that it's built on. Wow, this building is cool. I like that. But like, even if they just went in and maybe did another patch for The Sims 3 and fixed up a couple of the bugs that it has, so many people would buy and play it. I mean, I know that on Steam they have The Sims 3 on Steam, but the version of it is different from the version that they have on Origin / the EA app. So I know the one on Steam is supposed to run better from what I've heard. I think it's supposed to run a little bit better than the one on the EA app. And I think that's because there's like, I think there's a patch that they did for Origin back in the day, where that patch is kind of what broke a lot of the stuff in The Sims 3, if I'm correct. Like, that patch was what actually broke a lot of things. So they don't have that patch on Steam, and as a result, the Steam version runs better than the Origin one / EA app one. So even if they just went back and undid that or fixed it, that would make so many people obscenely happy, myself included. Like, I would actually play The Sims 3 if they did that, because I have it. I don't. There are I think 5 stuff packs for it, or 4. I think 5 stuff packs for it that I don't have. But everything else, I have everything else. So like, I would actually play The Sims 3 if it ran. But yeah, so I'm thinking this. Like, I'm thinking something like this. So we would section it off to be 1, 2, 3, 4 separate houses. Like, that would be one. That one at the back would be another one. And then these would be 2 smaller ones. You agree that it would sell, but from EA's view, reworking the older games to run on newer systems and allocating teams to this. Yeah. I wonder if in a couple of years or so, once they've noticed how well other games that do that have been selling, like, I wonder if it's something that they will rethink in a couple of years' time, when, you know, they found out that, oh, if we do this, it actually sells. Like, it really sells. I'm hoping. I mean, I guess that's all we can do, right? Is hope. Okay, so I want to do something like that, I think. Yeah, you like the layout? You think it works well? Yeah, I mean, this one, they'd be wrong. People would die. The internet would break. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I definitely see why they would think that. I see why they would feel like that's resources that they could spend on other things that would be more useful from their point of view. They would be wrong. They would definitely be wrong. They would be like misjudging how, I'm trying to say this in a nice way, but how fanatic Simmers can be. Like, they would seriously be misjudging us. Like, they would be underestimating us to the extreme. Because we would lose it. Dramatic much? Came out the womb with a script and a ring light. Oh my word, So I'm trying to figure out a way where I would like make that their backyard. So I'm trying to figure out a way where I can make this. That could be a driveway. We could do, how wide is that? 6? Yes, 6. We could do that. So like, you know, no, it doesn't line up. That's gonna drive me nuts. What if? Brain. Big brain. Big brain. Not you. They may think the money is better suited elsewhere, but where is the money going to go, seeing as they give us broken packs and take forever to fix it? Yeah, true. In a few years, Renee will probably be out. Yeah. And honestly, I'm not excited for that at all. Like, I don't give a flying monkeys. Like, I don't care about Project Renee. I don't. At least at this point, in its current state, or from what we've seen of it, I don't care. Your level of excitement for Renee is like 5 out of 10. Yeah. Like, I'm curious. I won't say I'm excited, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see what they do with it. I'm curious to see what, like, how it comes together and what their actual idea was for it. But other than that, I don't really... I'm not fussed. Like, it'll happen. It'll happen eventually, and when it does, yay. Like, I'll play it. I'll definitely play it. I'll check it out. I maybe even do videos about it. But other than that, I'm just like, okay, just give me more Sims 4 stuff. Like, I've already spent a lot of money on this game. I don't want to, like... I won't... Let's put it this way. I won't switch over to Project Renee immediately. I won't, like, completely pivot all of my content and not play The Sims 4 ever again. I'm going to be blunt here and say that despite the thoughts and opinions of Simmers about what we've seen so far, Renee will still... Yeah. No, it definitely will. It definitely will. Yeah, I definitely don't think that it will be a flop at all. It will be very popular. They'll get their money's worth. Let's put it that way. It will be popular. It might not be popular with the current crop of Simmers. Like, we might not like it. But I don't think a lot of the Simmers in the community at the moment are actually their target audience. I don't think we are. I don't think we're the people that they care to market to with Project Renee. You don't trust EA enough for them to make it work well on that many platforms? Yeah. See, like, yeah, I mean, look at The Sims 4. Like, even just making PC and console work is something that they have repeatedly failed at. Like, they still struggle with that. So trying to make a game that will run on mobile as well, I don't trust them to make it good. Like, I don't expect Project Renee to be a fantastic game. I mean, I feel like I don't think it will be a great Sims game. It could be a great game, but I don't think it will be a great Sims game specifically. Because yeah, there's definitely a difference between those things. There's a difference between like a Sims game and a game. Okay, so that's probably the front. Okay, so if we do something along these lines. Like that. So we would have this house would be, the front would be on that side. I'm trying to figure this out, like, I mean, I'll probably make this one bigger, like, obviously. Let's see if this would work. So we would have maybe like a driveway there. Whoops. We'd have a driveway over here. That doesn't line up and it's going to make me cry. But, and we would have one over there. Like that. I don't know, do I want to move this? Like, yeah, I do. I do. Adding on to that, I do think that 80% of people will look at extremely early footage, and for whatever reason they think it's already, yeah. See, that's the thing, like, I don't think that what we've seen, I don't think that's actually 100% what the game will be. Like, even just going from personal experience, from even just working on Horse Ranch, okay? So, like, even the final version that we had access to when we were doing the final drafts of our builds, even that version was very, very different from the version that actually launched. Like, items were different. The world was different. So even just that was very different. Now, Renee isn't even halfway done yet. Like, they aren't even remotely at that point in the game. So there's no way that the game is actually going to look like completely from like what we see. It's just not going to. But yeah, like, I mean, I don't hate Project Renee. Like, I don't hate it. I don't know enough about it to hate it, if I'm being completely honest. I don't particularly care enough to put the energy into hating it. If I'm being really honest, like, I don't care enough. I don't care enough to spend the energy to hate the game or hate EA for how they are talking about making it. Because why? Why? Like, what's the point? I'll either play it or I won't. And because it's me, I will play it. Even if it doesn't become my favorite game. Like The Sims 3. I played The Sims 3. I played The Sims 3 for years. Before The Sims 4 even came out. And I loved it. I had a lot of fun with it. I still wish I could go back and play some more Sims 3 if my PC would like running it a little bit better. But it's not going to be my favorite game. It's just not. And I'm not going to put the energy in to making it run the way I want if I can put that energy into making the Sims 2 run. Because I like the Sims 2 more. But yeah, like I said, I feel like Renee is going to be a successful game. It is. No matter what people say, no matter how people feel or think like it's going to kill EA or it's going to kill off the Sims franchise, it's not. It's going to make them on an obscene amount of money because it's EA and they know how to market stuff. You can say whatever you want about them, but they know how to market stuff, and they know that the people at the moment who don't like the thought of Project Renee, who don't like the idea of it being multi-platform, like being on mobile, they don't like the idea of maybe, you know, some of the other things that we've seen, those people aren't EA's target. We're just not. Like, yes, we can share feedback and all of that stuff, but we're not EA's target for Project Renee. They're targeting a much younger generation who will like those features. And who will want games like that. And yeah, I think I'm a little bit too old for Project Renee. I think that's the thing. I think I'm too old for Project Renee. Why does my nose feel like it wants to keep running? Keep in mind that Renee is being developed using Unreal Engine instead of a custom engine, which means good things in the long run. Using Unreal means that it will be 95% more easier for the Sims team to rework things and change things and add on. Unlike the Sims 4 where they have a spaghetti engine. Exactly. Like, I might not like a lot of the stuff that they have planned or talked about for Renee so far, but I know that the Sims 3, it wasn't built. It wasn't built to run this long. It wasn't. The Sims team have said this. It wasn't built to run this long. And they cannot go back. It's a lot of Simmers will say, oh, just go back and fix XYZ or add this or this or that. But they cannot do that. They can't. Even if the Sims team wants to do it, they physically can't do it because of the engine that the Sims 4 is built on. It won't happen. It cannot happen. There are things coded in that they cannot fix or change because that's just how it was built. Renee will market towards the next gen of Simmers and less to us older players. Irrespective of target market, we are also used to the Sims. We're 4 games in and still purchase. Exactly. Like, I mean, I know there are people that stop playing at The Sims 2. Like, they tried The Sims 3, they never liked it, they didn't buy it, they stuck to The Sims 2. But a lot of us hardcore Simmers, like myself, and even other content creators, we're going to buy it. We're going to buy it, we're going to play it. Whether it becomes our favorite Sims game, or whether it becomes our main Sims game, doesn't matter because we will still buy it. We will play it. We will talk about it. And that is all going to be good for EA's sales at the end of the day. Whatever they decide, it will be successful for them. Us as players either revert to the older games as we do even now or move with a new one. Exactly. Like I said, some people still prefer playing The Sims 3 and The Sims 2. And I get it. Because for them, gameplay wise, there's a lot of stuff in those games that The Sims 4 doesn't offer. And a lot of stuff that you can't even mod into The Sims 4 because the engine, the ability isn't there for the game to run that. So they play older games because that's just what they want out of a Sims game. So yeah, so this is what I was thinking. So we'll have one over there with the house at the back, obviously. And then we'll have a smaller one over here with that being their little backyard. They won't have access to the driveway. That won't be their driveway. It will be the house at the back's driveway. So we'll have the house at the back with their driveway. They have their own yard space. And then we have this house over here with their own little yard and a driveway. You will get it and you'll give it a chance. And if it's good, yeah, I'll make it my main game. But if it doesn't feel like The Sims, we have 4 versions already and I'll be happy to play them instead. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. With loading screens. That was my first reaction when I saw people asking for open, like, not having loading screens between apartments. I was just like, it's not how the game is built. You can't just change the core of the game 10 years into it. It's not gonna work. That at this point is unlikely to ever be redone. So using Unreal, for example, means that Renee can get to 5 years old, they can easily upgrade it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think that was the biggest thing with The Sims 3 as well. Like, it wasn't a bad game. It had so many amazing features. But because of how it was built, and being restricted to only one world, your Sims couldn't travel between worlds. Because it was open world, no computer would be able to run it if it wasn't built like that. And with that, when they got to later packs, when they got to Island Paradise, it broke the game basically because they couldn't go back in and fix what they had already done because of how the game was built. Same with The Sims 2 as well, to be completely honest. We're spoiled for choice if you think about it. I mean, we can choose from 4 Sims games right now to play, well, depending on what your PC can handle, obviously. Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel most PCs can handle The Sims 4. Maybe. Depending on how many packs you have and if you use mods and CC and stuff. But The Sims 2, for example, even with mods, like, I have a lot of mods for The Sims 2, both to make it run a little bit better and also to, like, just make it run a little bit better on modern computers and add some gameplay stuff, all of that stuff. But I have like 18 gigabytes of CC for my Sims 2. And my game runs. It runs better than my Sims 4 does when I have like 8 gigabytes of CC in it. So it works. I haven't been able to get The Sims 1 to work, unfortunately, but I will. I will get it to work and I will play it because I missed The Sims 1. Okay, so now we need to actually start building. I wanted to get off at like 5 PM because I have something that I need to do at 5. But and lastly, because I don't want to bore anyone, since we've come to learn that they are looking to make Renee a cloud-based game, that means that it'll also be quicker and easier to bring fixes. Yeah, exactly. So you guys, I'm gonna turn on my fan because I'm dying a little bit from the heat. Let me know if you can hear it. If you can hear the fan at all, let me know and I'll turn it off. But it is really, really hot. Let me know if you can hear that. I feel like you can. I feel like OBS is picking it up. So let me know if you can hear it. If you can hear the wind, I'll turn it off. You're not a bore, it's actually deeply interesting. Yeah, it is. It's definitely interesting because a lot of this stuff, like, I'll think about it, but I won't ever say it anywhere because I feel like it would bore people. And also because I feel like I don't know enough about it to really, like, talk about it. But being able to just sit here with you guys and, like, talk about all of this stuff without feeling like I have to filter my words as much is really, really nice. Okay, so there's our... and suddenly we have the disappearing shell. You don't hear a disturbance from the fan? Okay, fantastic. Thank the Lord, because I have been sweating in places I don't want to sweat. Okay, so I'll do all of this on medium wall height, I think, because I want to, like, obviously use platforms and do all of that fun stuff. I want to make it look like it's on different heights as well. What the hell? Wow, my throat really is killing me. That could also alienate a lot of players. With access alone, it could be a problem. Yeah. That was also one of my biggest fears for, like, for Project Renee when they mentioned that. Like, even with me, I didn't have stable internet access. And by stable, I mean not mobile access until The Sims 4 came out. In 2014, that is when we finally got ADSL internet. Not fiber, ADSL. So we had like a 4 megabytes per second upload and download speed. That was the first time in my life that I had stable internet access. Before that, we had mobile. So we had, you know, LTE, maybe, if we could afford to buy data. So we'd have that. We'd have data on our phones, but also not a lot. And that was it. We didn't have, like, internet. Like, we didn't. So when The Sims 4 came out, that's actually when we got stable internet, because The Sims 4 was supposed to be online. Not online, but I knew I would need to have access to the internet to play The Sims 4. And we literally got... we used to have like a dongle. Like, we also used to have Vodacom. Exactly, we used to have a Vodacom dongle that my mom would use for Facebook, mostly. And yeah, we'd have like 10 gigs or something a month. Yes! Yes! Yeah, like 4 gigabytes was like 4 gigabytes per second, like 4 megabytes per second line was the best. Like, I knew people that were so jealous of us for having a 4 megabytes per second line. Like, you'd feel so fancy. Like, you would actually have like a router in your house and, you know, all of that stuff. It was like, we felt so fancy. But that was 2014. We didn't have internet before that. And now I'm sat with a 200 megabytes per second up and down fiber line. And that's just the norm now for me, because I specifically, when we moved, I needed a fast internet connection. That was our biggest need, when we moved, and if I were to ever move again, that would be my biggest requirement, is a fast internet because of what I do. But back then, it wasn't a thing. I get that other end. And I agree, it does suck for many people. But EI are just following what 95% of other businesses are going. Yeah. Yeah. I also saw that about PlayStation and Xbox. And then when we got fiber, I'm pretty sure we were in South Africa broke. Yes. Yes. I remember the absolute rush that me and my mom got the first time we had fiber. So we went from a 4 megabyte line to a 10 megabyte line first. So like that was ADSL. Then we upgraded to a, I believe it was a 100 megabyte per second fiber line. And then we upgraded to the 200. But going from 10 to 100 even was mind-blowing. As long as Renee isn't 100% online, it should be fine. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, exactly. And yeah, I mean, we here need to worry about stuff like load shedding. But I can still play my laptop. Yeah, exactly. So like, we have an inverter that runs our Wi-Fi, but I can't run my PC on it. My PC is too, like, it takes too much power. So, and even just when we have you have internet outages that everyone gets, having a game that is only accessible while online sucks ass. Like, if you weren't able to at least launch the game offline, that is obscene. I mean, I get for The Sims 4, for example, having to have online access for things like updates and the gallery and, you know, stuff like that. Obviously, you would need internet for that. But I like still being able to say, you know, I don't care about playing. I don't care about using the gallery right now. So I'm not going to update my game. And I'm just going to play offline. So I like being able to do that. Thankfully, South Africa is probably not EA's biggest target market, because can you imagine? Listen, if we were EA's biggest target market, I feel like that would actually help. If EA targeted more countries that weren't first world countries, like, they could probably make a lot of money. Because I feel like a lot of people from third world countries don't bother getting into gaming or getting into online stuff because they feel like they'll never have access to what they need to have access to, or stuff like that. Whereas if more companies actually thought about those people, they would actually, like, it would actually make them a lot of money. I'm just saying. Honestly, right now, you don't care about Renee until we get a few more years down the line and start seeing more of the final product. Yeah, I don't, like, say, like I said earlier, I'm not excited for it. I'm curious about it. I'm curious to see what they end up doing with it and what the end product ends up being. That I'm curious about. But I'm not excited for it. I don't hate it. I'm just indifferent. I'm just indifferent at this point. Okay, so I'm just gonna move these two things because that flickering is annoying the hell out of me. Okay, so this is the first house. That looks very, very small. That looks very, very tiny. Very, very tiny. But let's see if I can somehow, some way, make this work. And I am actually copying the shell because I feel like that was our whole idea with this thing. Let's see how... I'm not going to try and make it obviously like a one-to-one recreation of the shell because why would I do that? That's just boring. But I'm going to see if I can at least somewhat make it match. It's also worth keeping in mind that Sims 4 remains as one of the top 10 most played PC games ever. Wow. Most played PC games for several years now, with an active player base of over 70 million players. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, like, even with all of its faults, with all of its bugs and glitches and stuff that makes you want to rip your hair out, The Sims 4 is still one of the most played PC games ever. The Sims franchise is one of the most well-known franchises ever. So I really do feel like EA will just be like, if you don't want to play Project Renee, fine. Here's like 5 other games that we've made that you will want to play, that we can still make money off of. So here you go. Like, that's also the thing though, right? Like, I feel like they do take our concerns and criticism and stuff. They do, I feel like to a certain degree, they do care about that, right? They do care about what us as their current player base thinks about Project Renee and thinks about what they're doing with it and stuff like that. But on the other hand, they also know that us not playing it, like us deciding, oh, I'm not gonna play it, I don't like it, I'm gonna play The Sims 3 or The Sims 4, isn't going to affect their bottom line a lot at all. Because they can still make money off of their older games. Especially if they have them running side by side. Like when I see comments saying EA should be worried about a new live sim being revealed, I don't think EA is worried at all. But you can bet they'll be watching and taking notes. Yep. But yeah, like you said earlier, like Life by You and Paralives is also coming out at some point. Like, we're not going to be worried about not having choices for what we want to play. Like, we are going to have so many choices for whether, you know, if we do or don't want to play Project Renee. Like, we're not going to be spoiled for choice. Okay, so that works. I'm going to delete that now. And I want to do that. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really been keeping up with Paralives, I will admit. Like, at the beginning, I kept up with it for a while, and then I just lost interest. You're excited for that? Yeah, I haven't looked at anything Paralives related in probably over a year, if I'm being completely honest. I don't care. I don't have the mental capacity to care about a lot of these things. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the layout for this place, because this is a shape. Not necessarily a good shape. So, I wonder if I put the door there, okay? And another one that you're meh about. We also haven't seen like 95% of the end product. Yeah, like I said, like, you just like the art style now, you like the old one more. Yeah, I mean, even that. I haven't even seen, I don't think I've seen the new art style. Like, I don't think I have, no. Or at least I can't remember if there's any difference between the art style now versus what it was. I can't remember. Like, I don't think I remember what the difference was or what they've changed. Mostly because I haven't seen it. Okay, so we have our little overhang garage thing. This thing is another. Okay, so let's do. I'm trying to copy the roofline that they have for that little garage bit. So let's do maybe like 2 down. Let's see, how high is that? 4, okay. That works. That works. Okay, so this is where the garage would end. Like right there. But yeah, so like, I was planning on getting off at 5. But it's now 1 minute past 5 and I'm still on. I was hoping to start streaming a little bit earlier, I will admit. I was hoping to start around 2:30. But I didn't really get started until almost like 3. Okay, so I'm gonna need to rethink a little bit of this because I don't need access there. So I can move this thing back a little bit, I think. Whoops, not up, back. Move this back. We've been here for so long, we'll probably all be for years to come, with more players joining as each year passes. It's The Sims, not much is killing it unless they decide to pack up. Exactly. Like, the franchise itself has been a staple in the lives of so many people. Like, it's not going anywhere. It really isn't. Unless EA decides to discontinue the entire franchise. Which I can't see them doing because of how profitable it is. Okay, so garage. What in the actual hell? Oh, this is supposed to... You know, I saw the double archways and staircases, and I just thought, you know, it's a fancy entryway. Meanwhile, it's like, it's supposed to be 2 houses. As for Life by You, it looks like The Sims 2 had a child with The Sims 1 and was then rejected. Yeah. Sorry, my dog just started barking. I'm gonna put you guys on a BRB screen really quickly. and I need to go check what he's barking at. Okay. Whew, I'm back. Sorry about that. What did I miss? Oh yeah, we were talking about Life by You. Yeah, that game looks like a hot mess. I'm gonna say it. I was really excited about like the gameplay aspects that they've talked about and stuff like that. The art style looks like it looks like a lower resolution version of The Sims 3. Like, it's trying to be realistic, but on the graphics of a 2000s computer. It's not good. Like, I don't see how they can save that game, and it's not even out yet. Can we see the doggy? Let me see. Captain! Let me see if he'll come on. Come. Come. Hello, Mama. Come. Come. Come, Captain. Spring. Come. Come, Baba. He knows I'm on camera. Captain! Captain! What's it, Captain? Captain, come cookie. Let me see if I can bribe him with a cookie. Come. Come. Oh, there you go. You can see his face, kind of. He's really camera shy, like he knows He knows when I have a camera anywhere near him. Go. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, nope. There you go. Oh, Polly. Luckily, this one I can pick up. Hello, Polu. Hello. Nope. Nope. It doesn't like being picked up. So Captain is a yeah, he's like, he really is like, nope. But he's a rescue, so he's a Dalmatian and Pitbull mix. And he's barking again. It's at this time of day our neighbors usually like, they usually get home, so he'll bark for anything and everything. And also my dad is probably gonna be home at some point. I think the cat wants me to walk with him to his food, even though he has food. He knows exactly where his food is. He just doesn't want to walk there alone. Polu. Yeah. He just doesn't want to go there alone. He's weird like that. But I know I missed some things. So, oh, Inzoi. So, yeah, Inzoi. I've seen some things. Like, I've seen some things of it. Like, I've seen a couple of videos about it. I like the building stuff. I like the building stuff. If I were to ever play it, it would purely be for building. The gameplay of it, from what I've seen, doesn't really appeal to me at all. So yeah, I don't really care about that. And hi Karina, sorry, I just saw your message. Any plans to release my version 2 of my save? Honestly, no. I was hoping to do a lot of it over the like holidays. I was hoping to get a lot of stuff done for that, and I just couldn't. I couldn't. And the next couple of months are most likely going to be very slow on content. So while I do want to get it out, I have no idea when. Just want to say thank you for going live today. It's been a bleak week so far. Just being here and hanging out has been so nice. Oh, Hen, thank you. Honestly, I get it. You know I get it. Like, you know, like, that I understand completely. This stream has also been, like, I didn't want to go live. This isn't something I do a lot. I don't stream a lot. But I knew, like, I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to do something. I wanted to hang out. And I don't have the energy to edit and voiceover and do a whole video. So I figured, you know, chilling, like just having a chill time on stream would be very nice. And it really has been. It's like, it's made me feel a hell of a lot better as well. So thank you guys for that too. And I'm really glad that you know, it's helped a little bit. You're so cute. I love the mix. I've never seen that mix before. Cats and the weird food things. It has been a pleasure to hang out with you. It really has, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's really cute. I mean, he's a handful. He is very energetic most of the time. He kind of fluctuates between the laziest thing ever. I call him my little seal. My white seal. In Afrikaans, I call him my like wit rop or wit rot, like white rat, because of how fat he is. So he goes between being the laziest thing in existence to being the most energetic thing ever. I will and I did. Hi Ivory, welcome in. How are you? Also, I'm proud of you for taking the time to just look after yourself and your mental health. I know you've been worried about taking a rest, but I can honestly say we want you to feel rested. I really appreciate that, Hen. Yeah, and I mean, I know you guys, like my amazing community and everyone, you guys are always so understanding and like caring about, you know, me actually resting. A bit, yeah. Yeah. So glad you're still streaming. I've been trying to catch your stream forever. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, I don't usually stream this early. I tend to stream at night because most of the channel viewers that I have are from the US. So they're not usually online this early. But I wanted to stream while I'm home alone. And I don't have to worry about any interruptions or anything like that. So yeah, I'm really glad you were able to make it too. But yeah, Hen, so like, I know all of you guys are so understanding about me resting and like actually needing to rest, because I haven't been doing that. I haven't, after all of the PAX last year and everything that happened and all of that stuff, I haven't taken a break, like actually taken a proper break away from even working on videos. So sometimes I'll take maybe like half a week or a week where I won't upload, but I'll actually still be working. I think my dad is home. Let me just, yeah, I'll see. But yeah, so I think my dad is home because Captain just came and got me, like tail wagging. And he usually only does that when my dad's home. But basically I'll sometimes take, you know, like a week or so away from recording, and I won't actively like record or whatever, but I'll still be building and recording and working on behind the scenes stuff. And I haven't taken a break where I haven't been at least recording off camera or editing or whatever since probably 2022. I didn't take a break all last year, apart from like the week and a half after my mom passed, where I couldn't do anything. Because that doesn't count. Self-care is so important, but also so hard to actually do. Exactly. You enjoy the rest of your day. If you need to go off now and hydrate and enjoy some time with your dad, you're fantastic. Oh, thanks, Ian. Yeah, I don't know. Luckily I have soda and water here, so I'm staying hydrated. And there was this other, I recently got into playing a mobile game, a like online mobile game, and I play with other people and it's a whole thing. And there was this event that started at 5 p.m. my time that we usually don't miss because it's kind of a big deal, but with me streaming I missed it. That's why I wanted to get off at 5, but it's already like almost 5:30, so what's the point? But yeah, luckily that's not the end of the world. I wish we had a chimney like that. I mean, it looks like the fireplace from Jungle Adventures. Obviously, it looks like that fireplace. But I wish we had like a chimney piece that looked like that. What? That was just like the chimney piece and not the actual fireplace. I wonder if I could probably do that. What am I waffling about? What, the game or the mobile game? You're gonna need to be more specific than that because I waffle a lot. Let's see. I wish we had a version of this where it didn't have the actual fireplace. The mobile game. Oh, I'm playing Whiteout Survival. It's a game that I downloaded on a whim, and I didn't think I would actually like it, but I've become kind of obsessed. So yeah, Whiteout Survival. It's basically been what I've been keeping busy with while I'm not working. So yeah, my dad is home. Give me 2 seconds, I will be right back. Okay, so that is sorted. Fascinating, thank you. Yeah, it's been really fun. I mean, it's like a, I don't know how to explain it. But it's really cool. There's quite a big player base, and like there's, you know, you play with other people, so there's alliances, and it's a really fun game. I never thought I would enjoy it as much as I am, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm trying to find a fireplace, and I don't know why I'm trying to find a fireplace. It's hardly the most important thing right now. Well, not fireplace, chimney. Let's see, that works, right? It doesn't clip in. Yeah, it works. For now, it'll do. It will do. That'll do, donkey, that'll do. That always goes through my head when I say that. I can't say that will do without thinking that'll do, donkey, that'll do. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to like copy that roof too much because it's not really, doesn't look all that good, if I'm being completely honest. You love Shrek? Yeah. It is one of the best movies ever. I really want to rewatch Shrek at some point. I haven't rewatched it in forever. Maybe we can do like a little Discord, like... Maybe we can do like a little Discord night, like movie night in Discord. On what? Is Shrek on... Is Shrek on Disney Plus? I think. Right? I don't know. I saw it somewhere the other day. I can't remember where I saw it. That does sound fun, right? I haven't done anything like that before. It's on Netflix? Okay. Yeah, I don't have Netflix at the moment. I had to cancel my Netflix. But I'll see. I shall poke around. I don't know what I'm doing with that roof, if I'm being honest. Like, I kind of understand what they were going for. Like, this was supposed to be a... I think this was supposed to be like the original house, and then this part was added on, I'm guessing. Could I make that work? Maybe. Actually. Probably. Maybe, actually, probably. I mean, anything to avoid having to do actual roofing, right? Let's see. If I do that... Oops, not that. All the way around. Okay. And then we make this bit a little bit higher. But why does that... they have it like that. Okay. Okay. That doesn't look bad. I can get behind that, actually. I feel like this is a little bit too high. I think this part needs to be like only two height. I feel like saying stuff like that, only 2 height, never... If you don't build in The Sims, you are probably so confused. But yeah, so like, that's built with a little bit of a higher peak in the middle, because they don't have the garage, but I do have the garage, so I'm gonna have to mess around with that a little bit more, I think. And then... they have a taller piece over here, which I can do that. Or we can, what we can also do is, where is the, haha, this. See, this fits so much better. Let me just scale it properly. 0.8, nope. 5, yes. So, what are you guys up to? What are you guys up to today? I know a lot of people are like back at work and stuff like that. For those of you that have been off. I know not everyone actually got the holidays off. But also, talking about like content and the channel and stuff, I don't know if you're building along with me. That's what you're doing. Oh, that's fun. What are you building? You're at work today? Yeah. But yeah, so talking about content, I don't know when I'll post another video. You're eating chocolate and waiting for our course hub people to come onto live chat because I have a problem and they need to figure it out. When that's done, you want to build too an apartment, but yeah. So, are you building a residential rental apartment or like an apartment in San Myshuno? Okay, I kind of like that. I really like the way that looks. So we'll do that, and then a residential rental. Okay, so for that, you don't have to build it as a residential rental. You can do what I'm doing right now and build it as a regular residential lot, and the lag won't be nearly as bad. Like, I don't have any lag, like, at all. So what I would suggest is building it as a regular residential, and then when you're done building, when you're done furnishing, then just converting it into a rental. But yeah, so like, video wise, I wanted to get the video out this week, like I mentioned earlier. But honestly, I don't think I'll be able to, because it's already what, like Friday? My voice. Yeah, so like, it's already Friday, and I'm not going to be I have a couple of videos done, like built, that I just need to edit, but I'm not going to be able to do that in this week, I don't think. I feel like I'm not going to have the time to do that. You already have Sims in the building, so it's not really an option. You can always, like, are they supposed to be the ones owning the building, or are they just supposed to be renting it? If they're supposed to be the ones owning the building, then you can still do it. You don't have to, like, you can swap the lot type, even if you have people living there, if they're supposed to be the ones owning it. If they're supposed to be the ones renting it, then yeah, you're gonna have to move them out. A wise man once said, what if we stacked 3 dogs on top of each other and put them in a trench coat? I've never heard that. I'm assuming you're referencing some sort of show, if I had to guess. Or something. But yeah, so video-wise, don't know what's going to happen this week. Don't think there will be one, if I'm being completely honest. And then, for now, I'm going to try and aim to have, like, 1 video a week out for the time being. Just because I have a lot going on. And a lot of stuff that I need to get done. And just... yikes. For the next while, it's probably only going to be 1 video a week, if I'm being honest. But I'm thinking about maybe... I say this every single time we stream. And I know that. But I'm thinking about making these, like, streams more of a regular thing. Because it's... this is gonna sound bad, but it's less time consuming than actually putting out the video. So if I for some reason 1 week can't put out the video, I'll just stream instead. And we can do like a 3-hour stream or something, and that will just be it for that week. And I don't know, I'm gonna have to start doing stuff like that, because yes to regular streams. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I'm gonna have to figure out the time and all of that stuff too, because obviously I have real life stuff that I need to work around. And yeah, I have real life stuff that I need to work around, and we have load shedding that I need to work around some days. But I'm gonna try and find a time where it's possible for as many people as possible to make it, just so that, you know, everyone can make at least 1 stream every now and then, right? Let's see. Does that fit? Almost. That works. Let's see. Okay, so I don't like the way that this thing overhangs. Although it's not too bad, right? We can make it work. We can make it work. Let's see. And do that. I want that lower. But also, speaking of streams, I keep forgetting. Sorry, my brain is all over the place today. But yeah, so speaking of streams, I'm looking into multi-streaming. So like streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Because that is something that we are allowed to do now. So I'm definitely looking into it. I found a site that would make that very easy to do. So yeah, I'm definitely looking into that. And then also I wanted to ask you guys if you ever wanted to play like community games or whatever. Let me know. I'll set up a place in the Discord for stuff like that, for us to like, if I need help with multi-streaming, you can help. I would really appreciate that, Callie. I'll message you if I get stuck on it, because I talked to a friend that I have that also multi-streams specifically to Twitch and YouTube, and she helped me with it. I just need to actually take the time to set up everything. But yeah, I'm definitely looking into that. So yeah, I'll definitely message you if I get stuck again. Thank you. But yeah, I'll set up a place in the Discord for us to talk about like community games or whatever, because I recently got Phasmophobia, which is a horror game, which isn't something that I usually play. I don't usually play horror games at all. I don't even usually watch horror stuff. I mean, the closest thing to a scary, I say in air quotes, kind of thing that I watch is Supernatural. So yeah, I'm not really a horror fan, but I'm really obsessed with Phasmophobia. And I've always been obsessed with Phasmophobia ever since like it came out. I've always watched people playing it. I've always loved it. And over December, I actually got it. So I now have the game. And you want to play with friends as well. You think it'll be fun? Yeah, definitely. So like, I don't have a lot of multiplayer games. It's not something that I play. As you all probably know, I don't play multiplayer games ever. So if you guys have Phasmophobia, I'll make a spot in the Discord, like a channel in the Discord for that. And then if we ever want to play together, we have that. We can talk about maybe setting up a community night and playing Phasmophobia together. I also got the Clue game, like Cluedo, but not the new one that came out last year. I actually got the, what was it, like, I think the 2018 one. Yeah, I got the 2018 one because my sister and I actually, we love playing Clue. And we used to play like in person, obviously, because she used to live here, like close by. So we used to play that. And now that she's moved, we obviously can't play in person anymore. So we got the 2018 one. So yeah, we got the 2018 one that I've been loving. I've been playing it when I have like off time, and I've just been playing against random people online, and it's been a lot of fun. So if you have Clue, it's not expensive at all. So if you guys want to play that, we can play that. Do I have Palia? I don't. Right? No, I don't have Palia. I think I might have set up... I can't keep up with all of these games, if I'm being completely honest. Is Palia the one that's free to play? Or am I thinking of a different game? Because if it is the one that's free to play, then I did set up an account. Like, I did set up a Palia account, but I haven't played a single second of it. Yeah, it's free to play. Okay, yeah, so then I believe I did set up an account then. I just haven't played it. But yeah, that might even be something that, you know, once I've looked into it a little bit more, we can even play that. Okay, so final house. I'm just gonna finish off this house's, like, whoops. I'm just gonna figure out this layout. I guess I need to do the layout. Oh no, I haven't done... I've only done the layout for one of these houses. I want to shoot myself in the foot right now. I want to make that a little bit bigger as well. That would be fun. Yeah, I definitely think it would be. Okay, so we need to figure out layouts. Do I want to do that now, or do I want to save that for next stream? I want to save that for next stream. I don't want to do layouts right now. Layouts are the bane of my existence. So I'm not doing that right now. But we can get this little tiny house's exterior set up before we end. So I feel like this one should also be on a, like, a little bit of a foundation instead of on a platform. Do we want to make this a little bit bigger? I feel like I might want to make this a little bit bigger just because it's so tiny. And I think it's supposed to be like half a tile bigger, but obviously we can't do half tiles in this game. I did not want to do that. That one first. Now, this is a very awkward little spot. So, I'm thinking maybe we push it up right to the edge of the lot. And then, like, get rid of that. Yeah, we can just do that. That works. And then I feel like that needs to be at least one smaller, like, so that it's not as close to that fence as it was. Yeah, that works. Or at least I can make it work. We'll put it that way. So that, and then is that supposed to be like a one tile? Yeah. Okay. We can do that. So we basically have like what, 3 different styles of houses on this lot. Because we have what? We have a... Oh, that's not correct. What am I doing? That needs to be smaller. Because we need a porch. Like so. Yeah, so we basically have like 3 different styles of houses on this lot. We have... This is definitely giving me more like craftsman vibes. Rather than like shotgun or whatever. So yeah, this is giving me more craftsman vibes. This is obviously like more Mediterranean, Spanish kind of style. And then this is definitely giving me like not craftsman, but like shotgun, like Willow Creek, whatever that style of house is. Okay, so we do that. Whoops, that's not right. Do that. And then, yeah, my voice really. So yeah, it's probably a good idea for us to end this off after I finish off this house's exterior, because my voice is gone. Like it actually feels like it's gone. Which isn't ideal, if I'm being completely honest. Okay, so yeah, that works. That's fine. I can deal with that. Okay, so we have that. We have... Was that one? I just had fencing, right? Yeah, fencing and half walls at the back. And then the front door was kind of like offset a little bit, so I'll probably do that with this one as well. Like we can offset the front door a little bit. I'm looking for a nice semi-craftsman-ish looking door, and obviously because I'm looking for it, I will not find it. So, you know, there's that. There's that. Let's just do that for now, and I'll fix up the path. Get some stairs. Obviously, these are not going to be the final staircases. Just do that. And I think they used the, it looked a little bit like these ones from Growing Together. I'll put some columns in. And the fact that this doesn't line up is going to drive me nuts, so I will fix that. You can be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that works. That works. That doesn't. That's painful. Oh, I don't like that. It might be better if the staircase is like on that side. So at least like the door is central. And then this can be the driveway. Like, driveway. Yeah, we can do that. That works. I can live with that. Staircase. Can go right over there. And yeah, then we have our little residential semi cul-de-sac type thing. Whatever you want to call this. Let me just put in a little door over there so that they can get into it. Should probably have one at the front too. And then I do want to put in the garage doors before I forget where I wanted to place them. So we'll have one there, there. I think I want them to have a little gap in the middle. So yeah, we'll do that. And then we need one over there as well. Yeah, that works. Yep. I'm good with that. That works. Yeah, so they have a driveway. They don't have a driveway or anything like that. But they have a garage. They have a garage. They have a driveway. Oh, they also have a... So these people have like 3 driveways. Or we could just make it one driveway and then this can be like front yard space, I guess. So yeah, that works. So yeah, you guys, I think I'm going to leave it off here, I think. Because it has been almost 3 hours. That has been almost 3 hours. My voice is going. My voice is going, and I have other things I need to do. I need to get started on dinner and all of that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much to everyone that like hung out with me and stopped by, even if you weren't able to be here the whole time. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lisa. I hope you have a great weekend too. I might be live over the weekend as well. I'll just have to look at like our load shedding and, you know, I might be live tomorrow again, kind of around the same time. I like these afternoon streams because I can do them and then still have time later on in the evening to do other stuff that I need to get done. So yeah, but I'll try and give you guys a little bit more like advanced warning for the next one. Thanks for having us, and oh, thank you, Siobhan. Thank you so much for being here. You'll keep an eye out. Awesome. Yeah, so I will obviously post about it on Discord and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if my commands will work. They will not. I still have not fixed. I still have not fixed my freaking commands. I don't know what is up with them. It's actually driving me insane. But if you guys want to join our Discord, there's an invite link. So yeah, I'll post about it in Discord. I don't know why that is. That link clickable? I don't know what's up with YouTube right now, guys. Like, never mind. Never mind. All of the links are in the description, okay? In the description of the stream. Is it clickable? Okay, awesome. So it's just not clickable for me. But yeah, so all of the links, like my socials, Discord, all of that stuff in the description. This bot that I'm using, Streamlabs. It works usually, but these days it doesn't want to work for like commands or timers or anything like that. So I don't know what's up with it. Because it works for alerts. Like, my alerts work fine. So yeah, I don't know what's up with it. But in any case, I hope you all enjoyed this. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I know for some of you guys, it's still fairly early. So I hope you have a great rest of your day and weekend. If I don't see you guys again over the weekend, hopefully I will. But if I don't, then I'll be back sometime next week with another video, okay? Hopefully I'll be able to get back to videos next week. But bye everyone.